What's up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Gotta pose this question. Gotta put this on our mind as black people. With all this violence that's going on out here and it's increasing and ramping up, we gotta start addressing the conversation and asking ourselves, for those of us who are out here participating in that type of activity, we gotta start asking ourselves, man, at what point do we direct our aggression towards our enemies? And I know what you're thinking. Well, they are directing it. No, that's not the enemy. That's not your enemy. The enemy is anyone who is participating in systemic oppressive behavior towards you as a people. That's the enemy. And I know what you're thinking. You probably, man, it sounds like you trying to urge young brothers to go out there. No, I'm not urging young brothers to go out there and carry out acts of violence on anybody. What I'm saying is that, and this might sound real off base, but if you are layered enough in your thinking to understand the principle, then you'll get it. What I'm saying is, if you gonna do it anyway, if you're gonna take a chance on going to the pen, if you're gonna take a chance on dying yourself, if you're gonna take a chance on putting your friends and family and children in jeopardy, if you're gonna do that anyway, at the very least, use that activity towards something that could represent maybe just a degree of advancement for your people. That's what I'm saying. There was a man named Nat Turner. Some of y'all might be familiar with him. Many of you are. Many of you are not. Just depends on where you come from. But he was a slave and he led slave rebellions. And his slave rebellions were not centered around just escaping. His slave rebellions were not centered around relocating, getting out of a certain region because it was a little more safe, a little more lax than this particular region of the country. No, his rebellions were based on retaliation. His rebellions were based on executing his own brand of judgment against oppressive, raping, murdering slave masters. And he went on a spree, taking them out. And eventually he was taken out. But here we are, hundreds of years later, and we still talking about it. Because he channeled the energy towards the enemy. We out here in these streets, man, behaving in such a reckless fashion that it gives the impression, and the impression is not just, in this particular case, delusional. It's not delusional, so I won't say it gives the impression. It shows that we have no respect for others, nor do we have respect for ourselves. At what point do the light come on and we say, man, we got to have more to live for? And at what point do the light come on again where we understand that we playing right into the hands of the real enemy? That we're being set up for slaughter. Because the more this thing starts to get out of hand, sadly, people are going to call for the National Guard and for law enforcement to exact their own levels of aggression. And nobody in the hood is going to benefit from it. At what point do we seek out that understanding and say, man, you know what? This not worth it. Because I don't care how hard you try to be. It's somebody that you love. You got somebody. You ain't walking around here not having one person that you got a soft spot for. Okay, well, your daddy wasn't around, but your mama. Mama might, but grandma. No mama, daddy, no grandma, no. But I got this little baby I had. My partners that I'm doing the dirt with. It's somebody you love, man. So at what point do you, even if you don't care about yourself, do you think about those that you love? Because that's the easiest way for people to retaliate. People don't always retaliate to get you. They'll retaliate to get those who they know you love. And what is the Most High thinking while all this is going on? While he watching black folks just shoot up and kill each other like this? I'm going to tell you what I believe. I believe he's looking at it like, okay, keep it up. I'm going to really unleash this beast on you. And I'm going to unleash him in such a way that you're going to be begging to unify. I'm out, man. Peace.